We're back with another video. Few errors later. We're here. Not a full episode, but there is so much going on in the world of combat sports that we had to make this.
We're drowning in fights, Tyler. It's too much. We can't keep up.
We just made a list of all the ones we're going to talk about, and we probably won't get through them all just because of how many there are. So we're going to get through what we can.
And look, and we didn't even really research. These just came out of our heads. This is just hey, what else is we keep hearing about stuff getting announced every single day. There's so much going on in the world of combat sports. It's more like the multiverse of combat sports. I mean, MMA, 10 different organizations, boxing, celebrity, YouTube boxing. There's just so much going on in the fighting games, if you will. And it's exciting stuff, man. Let's get right into it.
Shit. You can already see the energy is high because we got to move fast pace here. So boxing. Let's start boxing.
Yeah.
We got Gervonta "Tank" Davis versus Ryan Garcia happening tomorrow. They just did their final weigh-ins. This is one of the most anticipated boxing fights in a while, if I'm being honest. There's a lot of buzz around this.
Big time. I mean, you don't get to see this type of fight in boxing almost never. Two guys, both young, both with winning records, both knockout artists.
Undefeated. Both undefeated.
Just guys with lots of hype, guys with big followings. Usually these guys are 30, 40, 50 and 0 and 40 years old before one of them attempts to fight the other. People in boxing like to pad their records. They don't want to fight the best guys. They want to make it appear like they're the creme de la creme, and then maybe they get, a super fight when they're retiring. It's we never get to see this kind of stuff. Roy Jones Jr. and Mike Tyson only fought when they were 60. Come on, man. This is cool. This is two young guys trying to be the best in the world, and I respect the hell out of both of them for taking the fight.
Yeah, they're bringing primetime boxing back into the picture. I mean, we have superstars like Canelo right now in boxing, but it takes two to tango, and when you have two names of this magnitude, it's nothing short of fireworks, and I'm excited. It's 50-50 from what I see of who thinks who's going to win. Ryan Garcia obviously has the length, the size, but Tank Davis throws bombs.
Yeah, well, and look, this is kind of what I see happening a little bit. You have one fighter signed with Golden Boy, right, Oscar De La Hoya. The other fighter signed with I forget the name of the thing, but it's Mayweather's thing. So you got Oscar's guy, you got Mayweather's guy. I hate to make it a race thing, but it sort of is a little bit like the Mexican-American kid versus the hood black kid. So it's got this little bit of heat and spice to it. A lot of people are split for those reasons. A lot of Latinos are going to obviously go, with Garcia. It's just this is kind of how it goes for now in boxing. But I tell you what, both of these guys are good. And from the time this fight started getting talked about, I was all on Tank Garcia. I was all on Gervonta Davis. I was all on Gervonta Davis. I was this kid's the future. He knocks everybody out. They started getting him better fights over the last year, 2 years. And even when he struggles, he finds a way to finish the fight. So he's looking super, super promising. I had thought originally that Garcia was sort of the pretty boy, famous YouTube star kind of thing, but this kid's fast. He's powerful. I mean, these guys are both fighters. And my point to this was when this all started, I was on Team Tank, right? But now, after seeing all the clauses in the contract about what weight they're doing it, that rehydration clause, them talking about, betting their purses, and then watching them do all the face-offs that they've done in the past couple weeks, I'm kind of leaning towards Garcia now, man. Tank almost seems like he was trying really hard to set this fight up in his favor, which it happens all the time in boxing. It's everybody wants to stack the chips as high as they can in their corner to ensure that they win. So I get that, but to me, feels a little bit like you only really would do that if you're like a little bit nervous. And Garcia has said yes to everything, and he doesn't look scared to me when they do their face-offs and they're jabbing at each other and jawing, and it's like a lot of fun to watch. And this is a boxing fight that I'll definitely watch.
Yeah, it has a little bit of everything. It has the hype. It has the emotions are flaring on both sides. Egos are high, and skill is really high on both sides. You got two guys who, like you said earlier, are in their primes. They both want to fight. They both want to get the KO, and they're gonna find out tomorrow who's the truth and who's number one. Because this is the top of the boxing world right now. So whoever comes out on top is just going to become more of a superstar than they already are. And for the other guy, it's going to be a heartbreaker.
Absolutely. I mean, that's why they always try to avoid these types of fights in boxing, because one of these guys is going to have to take that loss and he's going to have it on his record for the rest of his career.
Yeah, someone's O has to go. Yeah. But we'll find out tomorrow. Boxing is making a comeback. Boxing's exciting again. Big names, big fights. It's exciting.